Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. This is the Q&A video. I've actually tried to record this twice and the cameras keep messing up, so I've had to go to this camera, which isn't HD, but that don't really matter. But I'm sure this one, the mic's alright on it, so yeah, I'll start from newest to oldest, if you know what I mean. Right. Moomin Furby said, "Will you be my daddy?" I don't think I'm fit to be anyone's dad, really. I suppose I could be your YouTube dad if you want. Thomas Islay, I think that's how you say it. I really like your channel, by the way, and I have a question: where can I buy a baton in the UK if they're legal? The thing is, they're legal to own. You can't really sell or buy them, so you probably can't buy them, if you know what I mean. You just have to know someone. You know, and then you shouldn't be buying them, they shouldn't really be selling them. But if you had them before, they're legal to own. Rodrigo Mendoza Walker. Hi Mike, I remember you did some film reviews of obscure but good time travel movies. Have you ever wanted to do more reviews of obscure movies? Yes, definitely. And I am gonna. I've been planning to do some with like Trevor, Vidamore, VidKid, Cakes is Cakes and that, Vampire, and whoever used to do them with us. Can't remember who used to do them, but I'm definitely going to do them. Just getting around to do it. Sisqui Madogo, I think that's how you say it. A lot of people have weird names, don't they? He said, "Do you still hang out with your nephew? If so, have you any more funny stories you like to tell, like the one where you caught the guy shitting in the bushes?" No, sadly I haven't. I've barely been in the woods for ages, and Luke's always working now. He's got a good job and he goes all over the place, so yeah, very rarely see him anymore, to be honest, due to his work. Are you married? No, hang on. Do you have any pets? No, I don't. Would you consider getting one in the future? If I lived alone, I'd probably have a dog, I reckon, because just a bit of company, you know. Are you married or currently in a relationship? No, I'm single, never been married. Do you live close to Mark? Do you guys hang out a lot? Mark lives within about a couple of minutes walking distance from me. Do we hang out a lot? Not really, but not deliberately, because he works. I see him every day after work. Yeah, but at parties we might see each other. We have a lot of sort of family get-togethers at the pub for a lot of people's birthdays. I always see him then, and you know how it is. And last one, I hope it's not too personal. You mentioned a few years ago in a video that the best decision you ever made was to quit drinking. My question is, have you changed your mind on that one, since you have a lot of empty booze bottles in your new room? Just wondering what the deal was with that one. This is him saying this, I myself quit drinking a couple of years ago, and since then I have been better than I thought at it and not starting again. And it's done great things for me. It still was the best thing I ever did, giving up drinking. And I do drink now, and I do, you'd probably call it binge drinking. I drink quite a lot when I do drink, but I only drink once a week. But I probably drink the equivalent of about a bottle of vodka when I do drink. A litre of vodka. I used to, actually saying that, I don't drink quite so much now. It was the best thing I ever did, and I must admit that I can drink now without it really being a problem. I never get in trouble, never do anything stupid really, you know, so yeah, still the best thing I ever did. To be honest, I wish I hadn't ever started drinking again, as in, because how I started again was, all it took was drinking Caliber, which is alcohol free, and then one day being at the pub and them saying, "Oh sorry, we ain't got the Caliber, do you want to have a shandy?" So I had like a really weak shandy, and then that turned into normal shandies, and then those turned into weak beers, not in the same night but over the years, weak beers. So I remember at one point when I actually started drinking again, like drinking proper beers, I could get pissed on 4 cans of Foster's. You know, now I wouldn't even want, you know, I wouldn't want 4 Fosters, I'd want something more, you know. But yeah, when I gave up drinking, that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I can drink perfectly normal now. Right. Ham Grey Go. I missed this one out actually. Right, Smug Barbecue said, would you rather punch a nun or kick a puppy? You've got to choose one, even though both suck. Right, I would say I would punch a nun. Because at least afterwards you could tell her why you did it. Smug Barbecue made me do it. Yeah, so yeah, I'd punch a nun. Can't explain to a puppy why you punched it or kicked it, can you? Right, Jack Striker. Would you find it easy to kill someone in a shit hit the fan situation if you thought they may be trying to kill you? You know, get in there first, so to speak. Yeah, I think I would. Although we all say these things. You know, I've got plenty of empathy for people, but at the same time, if you had to kill someone because they was definitely going to kill you, yeah, definitely, you know, yeah. The working Barryman. If you had to spend the next 5 years alone and you can only take one item with you, what is it going to be? If possible, a bit more detail about the item, i.e. if it's a knife, what model. Thing is, there's not enough detail in the question. Are you naked? Does it mean nothing at all? Or is it just, you know, if you've got clothes on and that, I'd probably say the SAS Survival Handbook. Although I know most of it. I don't know. But yeah, it all depends, doesn't it? You know. But if you're fully clothed and that, take one item. Yeah, I'd probably say that. But I don't know, a knife is always handy and you can do a lot of things with a knife. Very hard to say. Sailor Ashore. If I send you an address, would you ring the doorbell and say Bill sent you? Yeah, if you live, if the address is near me, I'll go and do it. It's got to be within walking distance, though. Not for Nutter. Have you ever had any reaction to your ACAB tattoo from the old Bill? Well, not really. It's a weird one. Like, I got that deliberately when I was an alcoholic teenager who used to get in a lot of trouble with a lot of bent, corrupt police. The police around our way would try and set us up with things, try and assault us, spread rumours about us, try and provoke us into fights so that they could basically beat us with batons. Shit like that. That's what they... And you got to remember, this was from the age of 15 to 20 that they was doing this. That's why I got that originally, really. Just to piss them ones off, because later on someone's going to ask, do I still agree with it? I don't really, no. You know, I know that the police are just doing their job and that most of them are alright. It's just them ones in them days weren't. So that was our way to sort of give them a fuck you sort of thing, you know what I mean? But something they couldn't do nothing about. You know, a bit stupid really, but yeah. The only sort of reaction I've ever had was a couple of years ago. I got arrested for something I hadn't done by CID detectives. They arrested me, questioned me, let me go without charge, and he asked me about that and I told him, and we just sort of joked about it. And because they can tell by the way you act, you know, if you're a twat or not, basically. You know, I don't act like a twat, so they don't treat me like one. What was even funny though, at the time I had this t-shirt on, which was a piss take t-shirt of the Miranda rights, whatever they call it. You know, when they read you your rights, you know, whatever you say will be held against you. And it was one of them. It was that, but it was like, it was said differently to say everything you say will be held against you, no matter what you say. Stuff like that. And, you know, they laughed about that. Joe Miller, cookery knife or karambit knife? Cookery knife, I'd say, personally, yeah. XDM50, which is Dwayne Myers. He's got a couple, and I think he asked some more later. Do you still sell Urban Survival Pry Bars? Yes, I do. The only thing is, I ain't had no one ask lately, but I'm not really fussed about that, because what I normally do, I make a load and then I'll start like asking people if they want them, and then I can sell them straight away. But since I got all that stuff, I have got this just over there. I've got a load of pry bars ready to make, you know, and I can make them just like that. It was just that last time I had to make 10 in a row, and it was such hard work, it put me off making them, so I haven't made any since. Do you have any plans to sell any other handmade survival gear? Yeah, definitely. I've got quite a few good ideas. I've got quite a few good ideas for survival items. I've got you know, spearheads, arrowheads, tin openers, and all stuff like that I can make. So yeah, definitely will make more handmade survival gear eventually. The EDC, why do you on your knuckles? Do you still hate roses? As I mentioned before, it was, you know, it was because of what used to go on, and the thing is, I just never bothered to change it. Obviously, I don't hate all police. You know, you'd be a bit ridiculous if you did. You know, they ain't doing their job, aren't they? You know what I mean? Some are perfectly good people. It's just the ones we knew weren't. There was one or two that was alright, but you need to remember they're doing their job. So you can't, when a policeman says like, "Oh, I won't do this," you can't trust them because that's against their job, isn't it? Sort of thing. But them ones back then, apart from one or two, they was complete cunts. They, like I said, they were trying to assault you. I was assaulted by the police once for no reason whatsoever. I was actually laid on the floor at the time, and this policeman tried to do it, and he was trying to provoke me into a fight. Kept like chucking me on the floor and that, and I was only about 16 or something, quite small. Kept trying to provoke me into a fight, and then just pissed off, right? Just got in his car and drove off. Well, I went home and I wasn't really that bothered about it, but I told my mum, and she said, right, I want him to get done for this. So she rang up and said, right, I want to report that policeman for assaulting my son. But I was underage anyway, so it would be up to her to do it anyway. But like I said, I didn't really care. Went to the doctors, got all this evidence and that, because they wanted like evidence of bruises and stuff like that. And then they said, right, we'll send a policeman around to interview you, right? This policeman knocks on the door. Actually, before he even knocked on the door, I looked through the spy hole and saw who it was, right? And it was actually a policeman I've seen assault one of my friends. So I knew straight away nothing was going to happen. He interviewed me, pissed off, and then got a letter a couple of weeks later saying, we're not going to take this any further because when you went to the doctors to get the evidence of the bruising, you never told the doctor what it was for. So because of that, we're going to drop it because that evidence is now no good or some bullshit like that. So yeah, I knew nothing was going to happen anyway. But you know, that's it goes. So that was like 1996, long time ago. Right, some great bloke. Oh, that was that EDC channel. Sorry if I didn't mention. I keep forgetting to say the names. EDC channel. Right, what now? Some great bloke. Sorry. His first question is, how do I turn off cap locks? I've accidentally turned it on yesterday and I don't know how to turn it off. All my friends are mad because they think I'm shouting at them over the internet. This problem is literally ruining my life and tearing my family apart through emails. I just want to be whole again. Please help. I'm sorry, mate, I can't help you because I don't even know how to turn the computer on. Someone had to turn this on for me about 2 years ago, and I've just never turned it off because if it goes off, I won't be able to turn it on again. I don't even know how these videos get on the internet, to be honest. And he's also said, my wife changed her Facebook status from married to widowed. Should I be worried? Very worried, mate. I'd be very worried. I don't know, actually. It might be a good thing. And how do you get YouTube to come film you? Like I said, I ain't got a clue. They just seem to appear on there. I think about it and it happened, so God knows. Right, XDM50 again. Thanks for the shout out. These Q&A videos are a lot of fun. Here's my questions. What is your occupation? I'm not working at the minute. I haven't been for quite a while, but I don't really need to, if you know what I mean. I'm in a situation where it doesn't really matter. If I've never got any money, it don't really matter. What is your favourite food? I really like prawns. I love seafood, prawns, and pasta, so any sort of prawny pasta type thing. I also love paella, fucking lovely, love that. Do you have any pets? No. Did have a bird a couple of years ago and rescued a little baby blackbird that had it was just hopping around a car park for ages, so it would have got killed. So we took it home and had that for about two and a half years. Do you like living in the UK? Yeah, I don't mind it personally. I quite like I know people say our laws are too strict, but they do stop a lot of stuff going on, and you don't have to be worried about being shot or anything like that. And I don't know, I don't mind it. Quite safe because we're an island, you know, like other countries just can't roll up on you, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I quite like it. I don't. If it gets any more, like, it's getting to the stage where I probably won't like it one day. Like, I don't reckon if I have kids, you know, I don't reckon the next generation's gonna like it. Yeah, but at the minute, it's just about bearable. What advice would you give young people watching your videos today? It all depends what you're watching it for. If they're watching it for making things, I'd say be careful and make sure you're allowed to do it. If it's about videos, just keep doing it. YouTube gets a bit like annoying at times because they seem to make it like, for certain people that you can't spread your videos about. It's weird. I've got 20,000 subscribers and I get 200 views. That means if you think that only, like, let's say half are new viewers and half subscribers, that means 0.5% of my subs are watching my videos. That makes no sense. But I'm never going to stop anyway. You know, I still like doing it. So, right, I've moved the camera now, but Daryl has said, what is that wooden thingy that you have hooked up on the wall just above the power sockets? Now that's over there. And that is, he knows exactly what it is. That is, we do a poker tournament in here, and that was the trophy I made. Whoever gets the most names on it will win it. Actually, I'll go and get it quickly. Whoever gets the most names on it wins it. That's the Wendy House Poker Championship. I made that. Yeah, he's got four on it. There should be another fifth one at the minute. Not of Daryl's, but of someone else, but I haven't put it on there yet. Actually, I better do that this week. Right, Paul Hodgson. Why did you remove the drunk video? It wasn't supposed to be on here, mate. I filmed that as a test, and while I was drunk I accidentally made it public. I'm planning on doing that again though, but not as drunk, and I want the microphone to work. Obviously the mic didn't work. I suppose because I was gonna say I could do it with this camera this way, but I want it to be live, because I could film that anytime, but won't be live obviously. I think Malcolm, my brother's left with some. Let's see. No, he said I'll think of John J. Rambo, who's my twin brother. He's right. I'll think of a question soon. What's Tony Hoflinger? What's your everyday beer? Well, I don't mind what I drink, to be honest. When I don't mind drinking Foster's, but I'd rather something slightly stronger. Foster's, I don't mind. A Ranji Boom was alright because that was slightly stronger, about 5%, and it was cheaper. But at the minute I mainly drink my own homebrew, which is like a sugar wine stuff. It's got no flavour apart from, if you don't clear it properly, it'll have a slight little yeasty flavour, and it's normally from about 14 to 20%. I normally mix that with anything I get my hands on. The nicest thing you can mix it with is get them cans of lager from Tesco's or wherever that are 25p a can, 2%. Pour that into a pint glass, and if you fill the rest up with the homebrew, that makes it to a perfect around about 5% pint, and it tastes lager, you know, beer. So yeah, pretty much anything I get my hands on is my daily beer. Joel Thompson, do you like pineapples? Yeah, I don't mind them. Dave Musgrove, what's your favourite TV show? All depends. Like, if you mean now or ever, at the minute the only thing I'm watching is Gotham, which I quite like. Yeah, Gotham's good. It's got a bit of like gore. Don't have to take it too seriously. Yeah, I like Gotham. I used to love Lost. Fucking love Lost. Twin Peaks, Red Dwarf, quite a few. But yeah, probably Gotham at the minute, I think. Crash of Fire. I'll ask you a question I asked your brother. Why haven't you and your twin done videos together since your channels are in a similar thing? It's just, there's no reason really, it's just a weird thing. Well, I'll tell you what, I tend to film my videos in the day when they're at work, and then he does them at the weekend when I'm hungover. So yeah. SRS Power has asked, who is your favourite YouTuber? I don't know. The only people I really look forward to getting videos is, I quite like Dwayne's XDN50, I look forward to his. Malcolm's, you know, twin brothers, I quite like his. Who else? I used to like Dr. Ashens, which is a comedy channel where he reviews old, well, tat basically, just a load of rubbish, old video games, stuff like that. What else? Hang on, let me look at my subs quickly and I'll tell you. It's hard to think off the top of my head. Obviously there's nothing that jumps out at me apart from the ones I just said, otherwise I would know, you know. I do like YouTube, I'll always go on it. Let's have a look at subscriptions and I'll tell you. So how it goes on to it. Yeah, I'd pretty much say them two. Yeah, you know, weapons and stuff. 93. I quite look forward to his videos when he puts them on. That's about it really. I don't Jack Striker. I don't really subscribe to any. Well, I do subscribe to the big channels, but I'm not that like. They don't bother me. You know what I mean? I prefer the smaller channels. Yeah, the old VidKid67. He does alright videos. That's about it really. I'd say out of my favourites, you know, they're the ones I'd pick to choose first, if you know what I mean. Moment Omar, do you prefer the Bally Slung or the Flick Knife? I would say Flick Knife. If I could have any knife, you know, if I could have a massive collection of knives and they was legal to buy here, I would definitely buy shitloads of Flick Knives. And he also asked how many bottles are behind you. If I count them, strangely enough, there's 100. So I think I've missed some of these questions. I'm going to have to scroll back up now, because I think that's it. But I've got a feeling I've missed some. Alright, we'll soon see. Just down a look. No, I think that is it. Yeah, that's it then. You know, that's took me 3 times to record this, and even this one nearly fucked up at one point. Yeah, quite a long video, 23 minutes long. Just look at the screen behind there. Yeah, well, I hope I answered all your questions. There's definitely 2 or 3 that I haven't done because I didn't really want to answer them. If I didn't answer it, ask it again in the comments to this video, and then I'll answer it then. But yeah, right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out any links that are down there, and go and check out that Gear Best video I just done. It's just a little short one, but yeah. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.